Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4. And here's Jackson on the option. Room here to run. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 8. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Geez, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Well, it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Okay,
play. 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll buy some time right. A dump down to McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Holding, offense. What's the deal, y'all?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it at 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
To play in this first half, 7-3 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to... Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second and 4.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Nice connection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, offense and defense are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it. Another good drive towards what looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They made some nice plays that give themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup at 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now it's Jackson. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. CD, his first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you drew up in practice and then executed it in the game.
Tucker with an extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Hardman to return. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Here's Mahomes.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Mahomes.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Back to throw, Mahomes, and this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-21, a little over 30 seconds remaining.
Jackson.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Jackson to throw. That is caught. Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Jackson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough someday.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second the offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, we're talking about the finish, what's went wrong with the game, and obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime. What type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through is going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A huge play there in overtime. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got in position for that final play and had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.